Check.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody between, it's your boy King Prime.
Yo, it's your boy Excited God.
You know who we be.
TDIP in the building.
And welcome to another episode of TDIP Reacts. Sire, speak.
Right, so we just with the last video, I asked, look, have you heard what's happening with this whole Mr. Beast situation? Well, not necessarily Mr. Beast. It's Mr. Beast Bregin.
Yeah.
Who happens to have you heard about Mr. Beast Bregin? Yeah, one of his long-term friends who was always on the show. They basically they decided to transition, and they transitioned basically on like the show. So he kept on bringing him on, so he was still on the show, but he was kind of transitioning. He started to look like a girl and so on.
Oh, right. Okay. No, I didn't know about this.
Obviously, Mr. Beast, there's a lot of Mr. Beast's audience are younger people. That's just the reality of Mr. He's the biggest content creator on YouTube. Yeah, but he did have this situation happening.
I actually genuinely didn't know that.
No.
Have
you ever watched any Mr. Beast?
Well, I do watch Mr. Beast videos. I do actually watch. I watch a lot of Mr. Beast videos.
Right, so this is interesting because he's in a bit of a controversy at the moment because some people thought that this guy, his name is Kris Tyson.
Right. Okay.
Kris Tyson, people suspected that this whole situation might backfire on Mr. Beast, and it seems to have hit the fan at the minute. Okay. Hit the absolute fan. I don't know if people are focusing this on Mr. Beast. Right. But where he's so close to Mr. Beast, oh mate, and with the type of allegations these are. Yeah. It's gonna fall, like, when shit hits the fan, boy, that shit blows right onto you, innit? Okay. Do you know what I mean? All right. So, you see how that happened with Diddy? As soon as Diddy, everyone associated with Diddy is now, you know what I mean? Yeah. Now involved. Yeah. Meek Mill got it, bruv, just because he was associated with Diddy for a bit. Do you know what I mean? So that's just how it works sometimes. Anybody associated with it is gonna be in the crossfire. So cool. Anyway, this is a bit of a summary. We're not going to watch the whole thing because it is 25 minutes. So obviously we'll watch some of this video as much as we can and we feel like we can, and then we'll ask you guys to go and have a look at the same video. Yeah. Cool. But run it because you haven't seen this. Yeah. Nah.
Ava Tyson from the Mr. Beast channel is currently facing one of the worst downfalls of all time, with several disturbing and credible allegations being made against her, resulting in Mr. Beast firing her from his team and publicly denouncing her disgusting and predatory behavior.
I'll just say, by her, he does mean him, but her, because she transitioned.
Of course.
The Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be diving into the disturbing downfall of Ava Tyson. Ava Tyson, formerly known as just Kris Tyson, was a longtime friend and collaborator of Jimmy Donaldson, better known as Mr. Beast. Their relationship extended back to childhood, with the two even sharing living quarters as roommates. Tyson would go on to become a key part of the Mr. Beast channel and even the co-host of Mr. Beast Reacts. Whilst Kris Tyson had a successful career being featured on YouTube's largest channel, the controversy surrounding them began in 2023, when YouTuber SunnyV2 would upload a controversial video titled "Why Kris Will Soon Be a Nightmare for Mr. Beast," where in the video he would criticize and speculate on Kris's transformation, with claims of Kris abandoning their wife and kid in the pursuit of being transgender, as well as the impact it could have had on the bro dynamic of Mr. Beast's content at the time.
Maybe everybody was simply too busy opening packages, but Kris did make these bizarre jokes about Jimmy being female, making him incredibly uncomfortable.
Oh my god, Jimmy, look, they drew you. Jimmy, they drew you so well. It looks just like you.
Oh yeah. Bro, he hated that. But he was gonna tamper him in his testicle vagina blood. He was gonna punch him in his testicle vagina blood. Yo, that's mad. You know he was pissed. You know he was pissed.
Man looked up, and then looked at the camera
is he sick? Is he sick?
Why is he doing that, bro?
Nah, on big camera where 100 million people watch.
Like, I brought you on. Like,
yeah, don't take the piss.
Don't take the piss.
Don't take the piss.
Do you know what I mean?
Outwardly disrespected, man. Nah, fight you there and then, bro.
Relax. Sometimes you gotta humble yourself.
Oh, facts. Facts. And do you know what it is? Again, like we said this on the live just now, bro. People's G-checked.
It wasn't
that person wasn't G-checked, bruv.
Yeah.
And he allowed it to happen. Anyway.
Oh my God, it's Jimmy.
How did fan art? This is what we were looking for. Be brave, be honest, be kind. Mr. Beast. That is my tactic.
The video would be widely criticized and even garner a response from Mr. Beast himself, reading, "Yeah, this is getting absurd. Kris isn't my nightmare, he's my friend and things are fine. All this transphobia is starting to piss me off." While Sunny V2 would receive backlash for this video and later change the title to "How Will the Kris Tyson Situation Impact Mr. Beast?", it wouldn't be long before Tyson was once again embroiled in controversy. The first major blow to Tyson's reputation came with the discovery of her old Reddit account username TysonBoy34 after a user called her a slur, with tweets reading, "Old Kris would have called you a blank," with Kris responding saying, "The old me was a blank too," showing a screenshot which displayed the username TysonBoy34. This account definitively being linked to Tyson through references of being Mr. Beast's roommate and other identifying details revealed a disturbing pattern of behavior. In now deleted comments, archives from this account show very strange interactions, such as, "Why the fuck do you use your VR headset for anything other than 3D lolly gang porn?" And what's even more weird is that Kris would comment this under an image featuring teenagers. "But you can still get teen love. 14-year-olds always stay 14. Lenny face." For those unaware, lolly is essentially drawn cheese pizza, not safe for work artwork featuring characters that are clearly minors. And when the situation already seems bad, it gets so much worse. One of the most damning and disgusting elements of the Kris Tyson controversy was her association with and support for the notorious artist Shadman. To fully grasp the gravity of the situation, it's important to know who Shadman was and why his connection to Kris Tyson is so disturbing. Shadman, real name Shaddai Progene, is a Swiss-born artist infamous for his highly controversial artwork. While attending art school in Switzerland, Shadman was expelled and reportedly deemed a quote menace to society due to the nature of his artwork, which included depictions of underage individuals in NSFW situations.
Oh, come
Throughout
on.
his career, Shadman consistently pushed boundaries, creating severely degenerate content that ranged from that safe work artist of his own mother to art of animator Ed Gold being by the Grim Reaper just a day after he passed away from cancer. But if you thought that was horrible, what Shadman was most notorious for was his disturbing artwork featuring real children. From Keemstar's daughter, who was 7 years old at the time, to YouTuber Lieutenant Corbus, who was just 11 years old at the time. These deranged actions led to legal threats and his website being dropped by its host provider, with a tweet from Shadman stating, "I'm in some legal issues until further notice. Won't be active online till this is solved. Shadbase is offline. I'll try my best to change that." Whilst Kris has gone on to try and cover up any and all evidence of her behavior, archives of their interactions exist and are still accessible today, such as Kris's comment on Pixar Incredibles 2 film trailer, which featured a baby in the thumbnail reading, "Shadman is going to love this," as well as a tweet stating that she had accidentally opened his site on stream, reading, "Shout out to Shadbase for having safe work drawings today. Accidentally pulled up his website on stream," as well as another tweet asking Shad to draw an underage character from a TV show, reading, "Please Shad, please." On the 17th of July 2020.
So just really quickly, do you think that sometimes a lot of these transitions are really just a cover up for you, just freakiness, just absolutely just.
Brother, it kind of reinforces what we were saying about in our last video about how the opening ceremony for the Olympics is very hypersexualized.
Yeah.
And with the drag queens just over sexualizing it, it almost is kind of linked to that as well. And obviously there are we're not pigeonholing every single person of the member of the LGBTQ community, because we know you're not like that, but you do have them mad ones that just want to be on fuckery all the time, bro. And more often than not, they are that you see them surface. But to be fair, that could be down to just the media just kind of highlighting it, as like we're watching right here.
This guy left his wife and children
to just be on fuckery.
To firstly and then he left
transition
his wife
and
to
then
transition.
And then to go and be on fuckery.
And then clearly, well, we're just getting into what he's actually been doing and what he's been accused of. This is just association right now. This is just showing what his association is, essentially. So they haven't even got into what the kind of things he was saying to basically minors.
Oh,
like,
Lord.
you know what I mean?
Oh, Lord.
So
All right.
he left his wife and children to go and just be on some solo trans fuckery experiment. Like I don't get it. But look, this is terrible for Mr. Beast in terms of the image, because Mr. Beast's image is one of fun and giving.
Yeah.
Philanthropy. You know, humanitarianism.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, this is bad.
This is bad
This
for
would be
Mr.
bad for him.
Beast his image, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And I like Mr. Beast. This is the
so do
thing. I like him.
Before, YouTuber Adros would publish a video connecting the dots.
How are Ava and Shadman linked? Well, the answer to this is another drawing by Shadman. It depicts a young girl wearing a "Please be patient, I have autism" cap, pointing a gun at her mouth. She has a fidget spinner as an earring and a spade tattoo on her thigh that says BBC, which we all know what it means. On November 18th, 2017, Ava responded to a tweet from Grande and Mr. Beast stating, "This is coming from a guy who owns a Shad-based drawing and has it as a centerpiece in his living room." Just some time later, they also posted the exact same drawing laid on the floor with the caption, "Bonus fidget spinners to throw some extra autism."
But this is where things get even more disgusting. This artwork was featured in an actual Mr. Beast video, where in a video titled "Tipping Pizza Delivery Guys $10,000, the degenerate artwork could be seen in the background. Whilst the scene has now been cut from the video following the controversy, it's also worth noting that Mr. Beast had interacted with a Shadman tweet after being tagged by Kris in July of 2018, in tweets reading, "Lol, just a random at Mr. Beast YT meme on Shad, love it," with a reply from Mr. Beast stating, "This is all we've ever wanted, we can quit now." It's safe to say that Kris's support of Shadman was consistent and enthusiastic, despite widespread knowledge of Shadman's controversial and often illegal content. With this information coming to light, there was a widespread concern for the potential danger she may pose to Mr. Beast's young viewer base, which caused internet users to dig even deeper, where they found even more strange and weird interactions Kris had involving minors or a dig to not safe for work materials, with messages stating, "Nothing gets my knob cranking like some lolly. It ain't porn unless it's got a sheep," as well as, "Ah yes, this will make a fine addition to my collection." In light of Kris's dark side finally being exposed, several minors came forwards with their weird interactions with her, painting a picture that Kris frequently befriended minors and used strange language like dad or daddy with them. Keep in mind, Kris was a fully grown adult throughout all these interactions, and the people he's talking to are all young minors. Texts from 2018 between me and Kris: I was 14, he was roughly 22. Lol, did the school expel him? Kissing emojis. Of course, dad. This is the best Snapchat I've ever seen. Haha, when it's your wedding, you can do whatever you want. Lol. This screenshot would be backed up by video evidence of the user going through their chat log and proving it was indeed Kris's account. To make matters worse, Twitter account Gunt News would also share a recording of Kris discussing explicit topics, whilst in a call allegedly involving at least one minor.
I know, dude, I would inside of that egg and then watch her eat it, and then watch her have with another man while she comments about how my genitalia can never satisfy her.
On the 14th of June 2024, user Prism42 would upload a video to YouTube titled, "Kris Tyson talked inappropriately to a 13-year-old. Throughout the video, Prism would go through old chat logs of Kris and a creator named LavaGS. For context, Lava was a hardcore 13-year-old Mr. Beast fan who got in contact with the Mr. Beast team.
How ironic the use called lava, because yo, lava for this whole situation, fire and brimstone for this whole situation. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, this is uncomfortable to watch, bro.
Lava,
uncomfortable to watch.
This is you type in Mr. Beast right now,
Yeah,
and or you're typing Kris Tyson right now.
yeah.
Is all you're getting. Videos of people will be talking about this. This is current situation for what they're doing. I think they came out and said that Mr. Beast came out and said he basically got rid of Kris. He's no longer associated with Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
They have to do that quickly, ASAP, and say, look, we have no we didn't know he was getting involved in that. We're investigating, but he is no longer with the channel. He's been fired. But we literally removed him completely.
Cool.
And it was quite strong that he's in terms of the tweet that he said. But they're still gonna people. It's started now, so people are gonna always try and link it. Now you got people putting out videos, claiming that Mr. Beast's a fraud. In terms of even just the type of videos, not to do with this kind of stuff, but just the type of videos he does. They're saying that they're all faked videos and stuff like that. It's just, it's just a spiral. As soon as you get that a certain, the floodgates open in it, and now everyone wants to capitalize off a downfall. It's a weird situation that we're in, and obviously I look at Mr. Beast, and I know that he's not. He's definitely not as involved as what this guy. This guy is clearly like a bit sick in a few ways because of how he's just
absolutely
he's got no moral compass. That's essentially what I'm seeing from this guy. But I know I can't. In fact, I'm not gonna say I know. It's too strong for now. I would say that I haven't seen any of that from Mr. Beast. Wait. We still got some that I want to look at.
After winning a giveaway for a signed CSGO knife. Throughout these interactions, Kris would get in touch with Lava and begin their communication, which led to Lava becoming a chat mod, and even being featured in a Mr. Beast gaming video.
Lava, Pluto, assemble! Hi, how are you? I need you to make this 10 times harder.
How hard do you want it, Jimmy?
Hard.
During Prism's video, he would document both their public and private interactions that happened whilst Lava was underaged. I get weird snap from Kris. He's a different man off camera is all I can say, which featured an image of Kris standing under the American flag with the caption, "Coming for America," as well as a tweet from Kris reading, "One more Patreon and I'm releasing my nudes," where Lava would respond stating, "I'm your first Patreon, big boy," where Kris would reply, "But not $5, pathetic, JK, kissing emojis," where the conversation would presumably end with Kris stating, "I just posted some fire nudes for you, please no share." All these interactions would eventually culminate in Lava meeting up with Kris in 2020. Whilst Prism would claim that Kris was grooming Lava, Lava would come forward with a different story and response to the situation, with a Keemstar tweet reading, "Mr. Beast connected me directly to Lava, the alleged Kris Tyson groomed victim. Lava, I was not groomed by Kris Tyson. I did not meet Kris Tyson by myself. I met Kris and the Mr. Beast crew with my family present. I ran a Discord with Kris Tyson when I was 13, and edgy inappropriate jokes were said, that's it." A tweet from Nicholas Diorio would also bring Prism 42's reliability and morals into question, as he was found out to be using invasive tactics to try and get more information, with the tweet reading, "So the guy who made the Kris Tyson messaged minors video faked a job interview to ambush the alleged victim and confront them. When questioned, he started comparing himself to Project Veritas." Umberville created a great video on the subject titled, "Ava Kris Tyson situation is disgusting," where he would get in touch with Lava, who would share even more strange interactions with the YouTuber Prism42.
So Prism reached out to Lava for an interview under the guise of it being for an editing job for a creator that wished to remain anonymous. He also offered compensation for the interview, but supposedly never asked for the context regarding the interactions between Lava and Ava, or if it was okay to publish the video. Prism also didn't ask Lava any questions that could invalidate the claims that he made in the video. That makes it even worse, I think. When Prism said he was going to keep Lava anonymous, then he shows his name and Instagram page, which Lava has since had to private, which is incredibly unfortunate.
A comment exchange between Prism and Lava would read, "This video is not true and disgusting. Ava has never done anything wrong, and for you to make up all these lies and create this narrative is just wrong. Also, when you interviewed me for a supposed editing job, why did you lie? So you can take clips out of context, this is disgusting." Where Prism responded stating, "Care to comment why when you were 14 and Kris was 20 to 21, you and Kris Tyson had bro talk where he was joking about sending you and flirting with you on Twitter?" Mudaha from Some Ordinary Gamers would reach out to Lava to ask more questions, where Lava would attempt to clear Kris's name once again, reading, "I was never sent anything explicit or ever asked to send anything explicit. I'm not a victim of grooming, and if I was, I would have already come forward. I'm only..."
All right.
Yeah, you were.
I was going to ask.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Is that agreement?
Would
that be is that considered grooming? Do you reckon?
No, I mean it's just Yeah. Even based on the earlier Twitter, it said, but not for $5. LOL JK with a kissing emoji after the sign up to the Patreon. No. Yeah. He knew what he was doing, bruv. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah. This is there's a lot more. Yeah. There's a lot more. It goes into more detail about certain things, but I think, do you get the gist of what kind of stuff he's on?
Yeah.
I think I mean, this is the main person that has seemed to, because later on I think he does admit that he not that he done anything physical, but that it might have been a type of, it was inappropriate. So you know what I mean? When it comes to, now I know that word is not
we don't say that word.
It's a vaginal word.
Yeah.
There's certain things that are inappropriate to be saying when it's like when there's people that are too young in the vicinity. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, especially when it's too sexual and things like that. Yeah,
Facts.
it's just like, it just shouldn't be discussed, especially when you're talking directly to that person and talking about I'm sending you nudes, and I'm like, now you can't even disguise it because you're talking directly to that person, giving them heart and kiss emojis, talking about, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
no,
you can't. What is that?
Yeah, well, I know.
Do you know what I mean? So it's you know, Lord have mercy. This situation, as I said, is all over the internet right now. And again, Mr. Beast is the associate or the associated party, because obviously this Kris guy was on Mr. Beast for God knows how long, and now they're sort of cutting ties. I'll even just very quickly just read what I think I can read what Mr. B said before we wrap this up. But all right, so this is basically Mr. Beast. This is his statement essentially about the whole situation, which, mind you, has 100 million views on it.
Power, bro.
Yeah?
That's the power.
That he's one of the biggest people, if not the biggest person on the internet.
Yeah, he is. Unquestionably.
In terms of reach.
Unquestionably, bro.
Reach. Yeah. 100 million views, yeah? Over the last few days, I've become aware of the serious allegations of Ava Tyson's behavior online, and I'm disgusted. I'm opposed to such unacceptable acts. During the time, I've been focused on hiring independent third party to conduct a thorough investigation to ensure I have all the facts. That said, I've seen enough online and taken immediate action to remove Ava from the company, my channel, and any association with Mr. Beast. Yeah, I do not condone or support any of the appropriate actions. I will allow the independent investigators the necessary time to conduct a comprehensive investigation and will take further action based on findings. So that's what he said. Now, obviously, I don't know whether he wrote that or obviously he's got
a
PR team. He's on, you know, or whether it was Chat GPT, you never know, you know what I mean? If I was Mr. Beast, write a like, I don't know, but people were actually supporting him on that. You know, people were saying, yeah, you done what you needed to do, yeah, whatever. Hodge twins were like, his name is Kris, and his name is Kris, and dude left his family to talk to little boys online, like,
mad.
And everyone, look, people are saying his name is Kris. Stop. His name is Kris because obviously he's calling him Ava. Which is, you know, each to their own. They don't have to adhere to
absolutely
what that is. People saying dude needs to be locked up. Like, we warned you. You didn't listen. You deserve to be cancelled. They're saying that to Mr. Beast.
Of course, no. Idiots are just kind of not recognizing limits, bro.
We don't believe you. We knew. You knew. Disgusting. Now he could have known because, like, it's probably likely that he knew that this guy was gonna be a liability.
Yeah.
Like, because of certain things that he would say. How are you the biggest thing online and you're not worried about this guy, what he says in this Discord? Because there's probably a lot of people in the Discord.
True.
So it's like, it's not like he can't get out somehow. Do you know what I mean? Like, although Discords are private, you've got to know that, you can't really be saying that. Like, I'm massive. Like, you know what I mean? I would have shut it down then. As soon as I see man try transition and move to the 69 God era,
Jesus Christ.
I would have said, yeah, nah, yeah. This is a bit too much for me. Like, where you get me, he's talking to these guys, he's moving to that sector of society. I can't associate necessarily, and it's not because you're trying to be transphobic that you're not going to associate. It's just because you're on fuckery.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, what's your last thoughts about this situation?
Brother, it's
ongoing, so there's going to be more that's going to come out.
Okay, I'm gonna wait until. So far, it just sounds yucky. It just sounds icky. It just sounds iffy. It sounds nasty. It sounds disgusting. It's just yuck.
Yeah.
That's just my thoughts. It's just yuck. Why would you leave your family for use? I don't make no doubt. Anyway. Fuck you, whatever your name is. Guys, thank you for logging into Reacts. It's your boy King Prime.
It's your boy Side of God.
We will catch you on the next one, guys.
Peace.